Hi, I'm Annalise Holcomb, and I am the fourth grade teacher at Bethlehem Lutheran Church and School. At this point, because I work at a very small private school, we are going back in person full-time, 5 days a week. I only have 11 kids, more or less, so I can easily space my kids out in the classroom and have them all here at once. Fifth grade and below, students do not have to wear their masks in the classroom as long as we are doing our best to enforce social distancing and cleaning procedures. A lot of it is going to be trying out some new things, seeing what is working, what needs to be adjusted. Today is August 26th, the first day of school. The kids were totally okay with having to wear masks, and they kind of came in with the realization that this year was going to be different, and they just rolled with it. It was great. So today is the second day of school, August 27th. It's our first full day, and it was kind of a crazy day, partially because of the heat, but thankfully we're able to have fans in our classroom and our doors are open, so there is air circulation. Probably the hardest part of the day was keeping kids away from each other and enforcing social distancing. It's just a lot of reminding, especially in the classroom, for kids to stay apart from each other. We did have some Chromebook issues because now we need to make sure that the kids know how to use Google Classroom and IXL, so that was a lot of work, but the kids are so happy to be back, and they're happy to be with each other, to have conversations, to be able to play at recess. And again, during recess, it was kind of weird because I had to make sure second, third, and fourth grade all went out at the same time, but we each had different locations that we had to stay in. Today is August 28th, and I am feeling very tired. Just been a lot on my plate, having to do a lot of the cleaning procedures, but also I've been taking on a lot of technology responsibilities just due to limited resources and limited staff members. But it is really, truly a great blessing, and it's very rewarding to be back in the classroom, to be face-to-face with my students, and to be able to hear them learn in person and interact with them and make those great relationships. You can see that this is a special mask that came in. It's a clear mask in the middle so that students can see my mouth while I am teaching. It does look a little bit funny, but it really does help the kids to be able to read my emotions better. Another thing that I do is accompany for choir. It's the 5th to the 8th grade choir, or sorry, the 6th to 8th grade. The kids are all wearing face shields, the choir director wears face shield, and because I'm the piano accompanist and I could get sprayed, I have my own face shield as well. You can hardly hear the choir at this point, but I think the kids will hopefully get used to singing with the face shields and their masks on, and it's fortunate that we can do any of that at this point. I'm feeling like we're kind of starting to get into the groove of things and starting to recognize that this is going to be our normal. I've been using my handy dandy cleaner, and this has been provided to me by the school. This is great because I can just spray things. I have this kind of clear plastic that's been put up so that I can sit down with the kids, and then I have to just wipe down the chairs and spray down the tables every time that the kids switch. I was sick on Monday with some stomach issues, and I've already had COVID, so I knew it was not related to that, but I still had to miss school just because I was not feeling good. So me being out of school, there was a substitute teacher that came in, but it was pretty easy for me to get back into the swing of things. I also have had a few students out here and there, but I've also put all of my assignments on Google Classroom, and so those students have been able to catch up on work using either IXL or just doing their activities on Google Classroom. And so that makes it a lot easier for kids that are absent, even for a day or two, to catch up on work. We are going to take a day off next week, at the end of the week, just kind of as a mental health day for now, to take a break from having to wear masks all day. But in the future, we might try to make it a day where students can do online learning at home. But other than that, everything else is going very well. This year has definitely been a strange year, but there have been a lot of good things as well. So far, being in person, my kids have really shown that they're learning. I'm still able to give them assessments, to do worksheets, and to do a lot of the normal activities that we do, just with some different restrictions. The parents have been very, very supportive of me and of their kids, and really all the feedback I've been getting about how the kids are adapting in the classrooms and having to do these procedures and wearing masks and doing social distancing and sanitizing several times a day, all the feedback has been very positive from parents. I'm hoping and praying that this year continues to go as good as it has been going so far. But again, we'll just see what happens.